Hi everyone, welcome to 40K on Point, the channel that quantify Warhammer 40K. This video describes Chaos Space Marine Fast Attack choice using our quantified data. If you want to know more about our methodology, please follow the link in the description. The units that will be analyzed in this video are the Bikers, Chaos Pound, Raptors, and Warp Talons. So for 84 points, you are getting 3 Bikers, including a Biker Champion. They are all armed with the Combi Bolter. So for 84 points, you are getting 6 wounds of toughness 5 with a save 3+. The move is pretty good. It has 14 inch of movement, and it can also has a turbo boost that increase its advance move. All Bikers were considered to be armed with the chainsword for an additional 1 attack in melee. They performed well in our metrics, reaching a 94% value of their points. So overall, you are getting the points that you are paying for. The unit is very mobile, and also it has a good fortitude score, being bit better than average because of his 5 toughness and its 2 wounds per model. However, its damage output is limited, especially against tank. However, it has it is good for shooting anti-personnel, and it is okay in melee against infantry. For 23 points, you are getting a Chaos Pound. The Chaos Pound is armed with hideous mutations, and it can also mutate beyond reason, giving additional capacity to its melee attack. So for 23 points, you are getting 4 wounds of toughness 5 and a save 5+. The hideous mutation has a strength 5, AP -2, and damage 2. So it is pretty good against vehicle, but also Space Marines. The mutated beyond reason was a bit complicated to integrate into our metrics. The path that was chosen was to take every gain from each of the result and divide it by 3 and integrate those elements within the Chaos Pound overall. So it gives an average of the capacity of the mutated beyond reason. The Chaos Pound turns out to be an exceptionally good unit in our metrics. The main element is its very, very strong fortitude score. So you are paying very, very little for your normalized wound. So for 23 points, you are getting 4 wounds of toughness 5. So it's very, very cheap per wound. And also it has per point a very strong anti-tank melee capacity. So if you take full 100 point of Chaos Pound, they can do a lot of damage to knights and tank. Also, they have a very good anti-personnel melee capacity because of their huge number of attacks, its good strength, and its good armor penetration. So overall, many very good score within those elements that are also, and you are not paying defensive cost for that. So you are having a very defensive unit that has a very good offensive output. It was a bit a surprise for me, as I never really considered the Chaos Pound, and I've check, recheck, and double check this unit, and it will probably, if used by a competitive player, give amazing results. Now the Raptors. So for 90 points, you are getting 5 Raptors, including a champion. They are all armed with a chainsword and bolt pistol. They have the Raptor strike that allows them to deep strike into the battlefield. For 90 points, you are only getting 5 wounds of toughness 4, save 3+. So that turns out to be a unit that is quite fragile. While the unit is very mobile, its fortitude score is much higher than average. So you are paying a lot for its defensive capacity, and it has a very limited damage output. So the damage output is half the price that you are paying for its defensive capacity. So that makes a unit that is a point sink and that you will not see in competition and not even in friendly games. The Warp Talons follow. For 135 points, you are getting 5 Warp Talons, including a champion. They are all armed with the Lightning Claw. They have a very good mobility. And they have also the Warp Flame Strike, which also is essentially a deep strike. And they have a 5+ invulnerable save. However, for 135 points, you are only getting 5 wounds of toughness 4 and save 3+. Yes, you have that 5+ invulnerable save, but it's very, very limited number of wounds. At 27 points per wound, even if it has a good armor and invulnerable save, its fortitude score got really diminished, and you are paying 18 points per normalized wound, which is extremely high, and the offensive output is not that great. It's a good unit against anti-personnel, but overall it is not nothing that is exceptional in its offensive output. So overall, that makes a unit that is only worth 40% of their point. It is a unit that you will not see in competitive game nor in friendly games. So the fast attack options for the Chaos Space Marine is very uneven. You have 2 point sinks that are the Raptors and the Warp Talons that you will not see on the battlefield. You have a unit that is worth their points, the Bikers, and you have an exceptionally good unit that are the Chaos Spawn. Chances are you will see a lot of Chaos Spawn in competitive games, and they are a very good unit that can go for center and get an old objective, as they have a huge number of wounds per point that you are paying. They have also easy force multiplier that are accessible, and because the unit is already worth 237%, it takes not a lot of element to turn them into a very, very, very strong and potent unit. So the Chaos Spawn has a lot of possibility, besides costing only 23 points and being able to hold objectives and do actions, and being still very hard to destroy with its 4 wounds. It can also be generated by the psychic power Gift of Chaos, therefore it can be generated in game. An easy and very effective force multiplier for the Chaos Spawn would be a Dark Apostle with its capacity of doing Dark Zealotry, as it would one of the drawback of the unit is it do not have a good weapon skill, so that it allows rerolls for melee attacks. So that does increase very, very dramatically the Chaos Spawn. So you have one headquarters that act as a wonderful force multiplier for Chaos Spawn unit, especially if you're taking more than one, and you can make like 3 squad of 6, and they can turn out to be very, very good choice. Also, because the Chaos Spawn is also having the Mark of Chaos and the Legion keyword, probably there are multiple stratagems that can be stacked to its already potent score and bringing it to the 500-700% of its value. So a very, very strong unit for Chaos Space Marine. So this video describes the Chaos Space Marine's fast attack choice using our predefined metrics. Please feel free to comment on how to increase the efficiency, especially of the Chaos Spawn, and or how you would deal with this unit. I'm sure there'll be very interesting comment that would appear below. Subscribe if you like this kind of content. Also, I will upload all 40K units using exactly the same quantified methodology. Thank you for watching. Over and out.